So I got a call from a code enforcement officer today and could potentially be facing fines up to $30,000, all because of bandit signs. You know about bandit signs. Maybe you use them, maybe you don't. Like them or not, I'm sure you've seen your competition sign all over the place. And what a lot of people don't know is bandit signs are illegal in most jurisdictions. But today, we're gonna blow the lid off the bandit sign game. The officer who I was speaking to revealed a secret loophole that lets people use these illegal signs without ever getting fined. You won't believe what he said. So keep watching to find out the truth behind these rogue signs and how the pros are gonna get away with it. Anyway, before we dive into this video, we are giving you the chance to try Quote IQ's Ultimate Package for $1 for the first month. All the features like sending estimates, invoices, collecting payments, but also InstaQuote and InstaSchedule, where you can close more jobs because your customers can quote and schedule themselves based on your prices and your calendar availability. You can also check out Map Measure Pro with Street View that's gonna let you quote any job from anywhere and get your customers super fast quotes, faster than your competition. Check it out at myquoteiq.com. So here's the call, listen up, take notes, because this could save you a ton of money in fines.
After 30 days, if any of your signs are still out there, then you're beyond the grace period, and barring some, I don't know, extreme circumstance, like you were in the hospital or there was some good reason to give the judge for why they weren't all picked up. If there were any of them that were found after that, you would have to have a hearing in magistrate court, and then it's up to the judge to decide basically what she wants to do.
Right.
A lot of the time, for the first offense, just like anything, I mean, it's a non-violent crime. You never know. I mean, I don't imagine she'd throw the book at you, but I also can't be held to that, because sometimes people go, and if it's a particular thing, or if it's particularly egregious, like if we're talking hundreds of signs and no effort was made to go get them, or there was like a ton of them in our impound, then that kind of stuff is all taken into account, and then you might get a fine. Which I said it could be substantial. It could be $1,000 per violation per day after the 30 days. So if you had 50 signs out there, and the day before court, we did a drive around and collected, 20 of them, and they wanted to do the fullest extent that they could for some ungodly reason. I don't know why they would, but just in case, just in theory, that could be a substantial fine.
Right.
It's not the kind of thing that I would recommend to most people. You'd be better off either coming and collecting the signs, because what I can't do is I can't just drive around and go looking for yours in particular.
Right. No, I understand that.
I don't know how many of them necessarily there might be, but I got like 50 other things to do, and 10 other active cases, and 3 other calls like this I still have to make before the end of today.
Right. Hey,
so I can't specifically go look for them.
No, that's fine. I get it. The 30-day thing is fine. And like I told you earlier, probably within that 30 days, my competitors are going to steal my signs anyway.
Yeah. Or if you can have one of your guys who is the ones who put them out there, if you can just be like, dude, go get these.
Right.
And, I'm not saying throw them away. Go put them in a different county, as long as it's not in our jurisdiction.
Right. And just out of curiosity, you had said that you had noticed that this industry is particularly cutthroat. What made you say that?
Oh, I make these calls to pressure washing people. I don't want to say regularly, semi-regularly.
Right.
There's, it seems to be like some sort of weird, kind of interesting convergence between pressure washing and landscaping companies and the types of folks who get the idea to get a bunch of temporary signs. If you drive around, you'll see many of the temporary signs are for like one of 3 industries. It's either pressure washing, or it's landscaping, or like mowing, or it's roofing. Yeah. Actually, I should say 4, because some of them are fencing. Two of the others that I have still yet to call today. One of them is a roofing company, and the other one's a fencing company.
And I know exactly who they are.
You may know exactly. If you drive, you'll see them. There's a lot of them, and I mean, some of them know better, some of them don't. That's the purpose of these phone calls. Like Mr. Vidan, I'm sure you didn't even know that this wasn't. That this was an ordinance violation before we started talking.
Well, what's crazy is, and like I told you, you're impressive and articulate, and I would love to hire you to do something for me. But it obviously, we call them bandit signs for a reason, right?
I've never heard that term before.
Yeah, well, that's what they're known in our industry as bandit signs, and I think most people are intelligent enough to know that where you need to place them and where you don't. HOAs are the ones that normally are the ones.
Yes, but we do get calls from HOAs that say, "Hey, we got like 4 of these are all at the entrance, and you go and you drive up, and it's 4 different companies that all have the same idea. The reason too I said cutthroat is because sometimes rival companies will call us and be like, hey, they won't say this, but you can tell from the way the conversation goes, or you've spoken to the guy before because he was doing the same thing.
Right.
Some guy will be like, you took me to task over this 2 months ago, and now this other guy, and you could tell, okay, well, this is his competitor. Now he wants him to get his due because we took him to court. Now he's going to try to use which is, it's fine. If it's illegal, then it should be applied across the board.
Right.
But I'm just saying people are, some people are petty with the way that they do their reporting. Like, okay, you didn't complain about all these roofing signs. You're conspicuously complaining about this one other person.
Right.
So I will say, in your case, yours was not a specific complaint against you specifically. Yours came up in the sign sweep that we all just did over the past couple days.
Right. Well, gotcha. Okay, man. Well, we'll get this taken care of, and I appreciate the call, and you've got my number. So if you ever decide you want to get into some other line of work, give me a call. We'll find a place for you.
Is this your direct line, Mr. Vadan?
It is.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Can I give you the information to call if you were going to try to pursue that other route?
Yes.
Getting
permits.
Getting some sort of a signed permit?
Yeah.
Okay. So the zoning and planning office's number.
Okay, so the part that was the big surprise, the big reveal, it was something that he told me about, and it was actually pretty surprising. It was actually pretty cool that he shared this information with us. One of the questions that he had asked was, have you ever applied for a temporary sign permit? And of course, my answer was no, we hadn't. And he goes, well, this is a brilliant thing. He goes, all you have to do is call up the zoning office, and you give them a call. You tell them that you are having some sort of special, a sale of some sort, and you can pay basically $20. And I think it's for a 30-day period. You are allowed to place your signs anywhere within the county, and they are not going to fine you. They're not going to pull your signs. Maybe your competition will, but the county will not. There will be no fines or any kind of repercussions as a result of placing your signs, because you went ahead, you did it the right way, you went through the proper channels, you got a temporary permit for signs, and I'm assuming that's what a lot of these places do, that you see these signs everywhere. I don't know if you have to do that as far as like political signs as well. I'm guessing probably so, but regardless, that is a little hack that you now know that can protect you from basically spending a bunch of money on fines, getting these phone calls consistent basis like I do, because we buy signs all of the time. We buy them 500 at a time, and we put them out at a rapid rate, right? So at the end of the day, it really only makes sense to do it the right way.
That's the much easier, much cheaper, much less, you won't have to go to court type way of doing this.
Right. Love it. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. And we're going to do that for that particular county. Hey, Matt, come out here for a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say the name of a county, but I'm going to bleep it out for the video. How many signs have you put out there?
A lot.
Like, how many?
Honestly, within the last 3 months, probably about like 15 to 20.
Okay, that's good, because I got a call from code enforcement yesterday. $1,000 per sign per day, every day that they're up.
Are they under like one big HOA or
no?
what?
And that's funny. He had mentioned, hey, I'm not the HOA, because I was kind of a dick with the guy initially. Ended up being a super cool guy. I tried to hire him, but yeah. So anyway, so you did put out a bunch of signs. Yeah. Well, they found them all.
There's all kinds of other signs out there.
Oh, I know. He calls them all, he said. But good job. Keep it up. Let's not put them up. You can put them up inside the city, but not like unincorporated. So have you been putting them out like kind of?
Yeah, I've been putting them at intersections and rural areas.
Yeah. Okay. So let's not do it in that county anymore.
Okay. Heard.
All right. Good job, though. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Isn't that crazy, though?
That is crazy.
Yeah. See you. And that's the end of this video. I failed to record that part of the video. I didn't get to it soon enough, but a lot of good information, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out How to Wash. You can get it for $100 off. Use promo code SPRING. And of course, check out Quote IQ at myquoteiq.com, where you can try the ultimate tier for $1 for your first month. That is it. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk later.